Hello, good morning students. Today on behalf of Vdvs, I am welcoming you on this online studies. Today we are going to start our next topic in the chapter number 7 in standard 8 in science, and that will be how to conserve the wildlife or how to conserve the forest or how to conserve the plants and animals. That will be our topic. But before going on to the next topic, let us take a brief preview on what we have studied so far in this chapter. So earlier in this chapter we have learned about the how to conserve or why should we conserve these plants and animals. That what are the main reasons that we will have to conserve them. We have to discuss that. After that we are going to discuss about that if we don't conserve them, if we don't conserve the forest, what are the consequences that we have to face if we don't make our management in the forest or don't make any kind of management in the animals, then we'll have to face some drastic consequences into them. So that's why we'll have to make sure that we have to conserve them at any cost. We have seen that in the previous lecture. First of all, we have seen that what is the forest. So we have seen that if a large amount of trees or large group of trees is in a particular area, will be called as a forest. Into that there are also so many types of animal and bird species can be found out there. So we have also discussed that. And then we have discussed about that. What is if we cut down the forest, then it will be called as the deforestation. We have seen the things that will make the deforestation. The artificial things that make the deforestation is because of we need land for the cultivation. We need industries, paper cutting industries, because we need paper, so we are cutting down the trees. We also need and furniture, at our houses, at anywhere, So for that we need wood. So for that we are also cutting the trees. That's why they are the main reasons. Also there is some natural reasons that is affecting the deforestation are like the desertification, fire sand and droughts. They are the natural disasters that is causes the deforestation. So for that we have seen also that. Then afterwards we have seen that the consequences of deforestation, that if we cut down the trees in a large amount, that will make and some kind of impact in our day-to-day living life. It will also make an impact on our future generation also. And that effects or that repercussion that we'll have to face off is called as the consequences. So the consequences for the deforestation are increase in the temperature and the pollution level on the earth. It is automatically increase the level of temperature, pollute the earth, increase the level of carbon dioxide, and also it leads to the global warming. I already discussed this all the phenomena in the previous lecture. So I will just giving a summary regarding that it will automatically lowering the groundwater level and decrease rainfall and leading to the droughts. Soil erosion is also created because of the deforestation, and water holding capacity of soil is also getting less, and that leads us to the floods. Then we have seen about what is the drought. Even rain doesn't come at all at some place, it will consider as a drought. So we have also seen that desertification means the removal of the first soil layer is called as a desertification. Now from here we are going to start the conservation. That how can we conserve the forest and wildlife. So forest and wildlife can be conserved by setting up areas like biosphere reserves. Now what is a biosphere reserve? I have already told you in the first lecture, in the first topic, that from the three things, from the atmosphere, hydrosphere and from the lithosphere, and also our living life is present where these three things merge, and also a living life is present over there, then that merged area is called as a biosphere, where these three things also present, and also with that our living life is also present over there. And so the sphere made up by these three things and also including us is called as a biosphere. Okay, so now we'll have to reserve. Reserve means what? Reserve means we'll have to protect them. Okay, we are making in some kind of management. Okay, we are making in some kind of space regarding them, so for that they can live easily over there. Okay, if you go on the train, you have heard the reservation word. Now what is the reservation? Means you are preoccupying the space of yours, okay, that nobody else can sit over there. Okay, in the train or in the bus, whenever you are making the reservation, means what? You are preoccupying the space, that this is my place, this is my space, or nobody can sit over here. Okay, so likewise that in the biosphere reserve, we'll have to occupy them some kind of space that nobody else can go over there, nobody else can interrupt them in their living lives. Okay, like that we are whatever the things we are creating for them, for whom, for living animals, okay, for birds, whatever the areas we are making up, it is called the biosphere reserve. Into this biosphere reserve, what we are making for them, we can make wildlife sanctuaries, national parks, and also this biosphere reserve. So what is a biosphere reserve? I already told about that. So biosphere reserves are large areas of protected land for conservation of biodiversity and the traditional life of the tribals living there. Now tribals means what? You have heard the word Adivasis. Okay, so they are called the tribals. The people who are living in the forest is called as a tribal. Okay. Then national parks. So what are the national parks? National parks are the area reserved for wildlife. It is also an area reserved for the wildlife, where they can freely use the habitats and natural resources. So it is basically made up by the national governments, or the central government has created these types of area for them, where they can live freely over there, and they can freely use the natural resources from there. Okay, and then wildlife sanctuaries are the areas where animals are protected from any disturbance to them or their habitat. See, these are the three things that is looks like a similar things, that all the things will have to create what? They will have to create some kind of space for to leave them freely. Okay, for plants, for growing them freely over there. Okay, so we are making a space regarding that, and we have given names regarding that area. We have given the names of biosphere reserve, national parks, wildlife sanctuaries on the basis of our governments, whatever the place that is available for them. We have created the areas for them, and that is the reason they are called like this. Okay, the thing is same, but whatever the management or whatever the governments making, whatever the areas already available for them, they are on the basis of that we have categorized into these three categories. So these are the areas. Okay, I give you 30 seconds of time, so you can take a screenshot of this. Okay, if you want to take a screenshot of this. Okay. Now I hope you all have taken the screenshot regarding that. Okay, we'll go to the next thing. Into that we are going to discuss about this whole things, that what is a biosphere reserve. So biosphere reserves are large areas of protected land for conservation of biodiversity. Now the word came in this is the biodiversity. The first thing that we'll have to understand is what is the biodiversity. So whenever in a biological area, the animals who are living into them is called the biodiversity. Okay, again I will repeat that. Into the biosphere areas or the natural areas where the animals of different species are living is called the biodiversity. In that we can find out the so many types of species over there. Okay, right? And the traditional life of the tribals living there. Okay, also in the biosphere reserve the traditional life of tribals also living there. Biodiversity is the variety of plants, animals and microorganisms found in the area. The Panchmari Biosphere Reserve consists of a national park called Satpura and two wildlife sanctuaries called Bori and Pachmari. So it can be asked in the MCQ type question. Now there is no point of to explain this. You will have to remember that. Okay, you have to memorize this. Okay, the national park called the Satpura and the two wildlife sanctuaries called Bori and Pachmari. Okay, so you will have to memorize that. Okay, the wildlife sanctuaries look like this. Okay, you can see it on your screen. Okay, it is very beautiful. Okay, I'll give you some moments to see that. Okay, now you can see that. Okay, I'll zoom it out. Okay, see, this is look like a wildlife sanctuaries. Okay, so it is so much beautiful. Okay, for the animals, because no human beings goes over there to interrupt them. Okay, they are also living things. They'll have that type of living agenda onto their lives also. So they also have to live. So that's why we'll have to give them a specific space. So that is the space that we have given. Now a topic regarding the flora and fauna. Now what is flora and fauna? So whenever we are studying about specific plants, specific plants, trees, okay, that will be considered as a flora. And whenever we are studying regarding the animals, it is called as the fauna. Okay, so we have to study about this flora and fauna. Flora are the plants found in the particular area, while fauna are the animals found in the particular area. So it is very easy. Okay, you can just memorize that plants are flora and animals are fauna. Okay, the flora of the Panchmari. See, that is all the things you already know about it. So I will not make any kind of waste in this lecture. Okay, time of waste in this lecture. See, these are the floras and these are the fauna. Okay, I am also giving you a moment to see these photos very much. Okay, I know that some of the students are making pause their screen and then they will take a screenshot of this, but other students are not taking the screenshot of this. So that's for them. I will give a moment to enjoy them. Okay. See, these are the different kind of species of the animals. Okay, you can see it on your screen. Now, whenever we are studying about these animal species, then you have heard that there are so many animal species are getting extinct, or it is on the verge of the extinct. Okay, you have heard the word like that. They are on the verge of the extinct, means they are almost vanished from our earth. So for that we'll have to study about that type of species, that types of animals, that how they are getting vanished, how they are getting extinct, and why they are on the verge of these extinction. Okay, so let us take a moment and then where we are discussing about that. What are the some kind of species? So first species is the endemic species. Now endemic species are those species of plants and animals found only in a particular area and not found anywhere else. So whatever the species of the animals is found in such a specific area, like for the polar bear will have to go to the North Pole or the glacier type places. There we can find the polar bear. So at a particular area, it gives us the particular animal regarding that, okay? And that type of particular species is known as the endemic species. Like sal and wild mango are the endemic flora of Panchmari. Bison, Indian giant squirrel and flying squirrel are the endemic fauna of this area. See, they have given us the idea regarding the Panchmari, okay? But I have given you the example regarding the polar bear. So you can write it down, okay? You can also write it that down into your notes. Now this is the wildlife sanctuaries. After that we have endemic species, then we are going to study about endangered species, okay? So what is wildlife sanctuaries? Now wildlife sanctuaries are the areas where animals are protected from any disturbance to them or their habitat. This is same like the biosphere reserve. The killing or capturing of animals in wildlife sanctuary is strictly prohibited. It does not mean that you can go into the biosphere reserve and you can kill them. Okay, they have just given a point regarding that you cannot kill animals, okay, over there. It does not mean that you can kill into the national park or you can kill into the biosphere reserve. Okay, you cannot kill them. Okay. Now national park is the area reserved for wildlife where they can freely use the habitat and natural resources. See, all these things are similar. Satpura National Park is the first reserve forest in India. Like they are into that these types of animals and flora can be found out there. Now what is Project Tiger? Because we have heard that tigers are getting extinct from our earth. So for that we have make some kind of plan to reserve them. Okay, and that will be called the Project Tiger. Okay. Project Tiger was launched on 1st April 1973 by Government of India. The project aims at ensuring a viable population of Bengal tiger in their natural habitats. Okay, so for protecting a Bengal tiger, we'll have to reserve them. Okay, so for that we have make some kind of plan, and that plan is called as a Project Tiger. And also to protect them from extinction and preserving the areas of biological importance as a natural heritage forever, represent as close as possible the diversity of ecosystem across the tiger's distribution in the country. So in the MCQ the question will be asked like that: when the Project Tiger was launched? So you can write the 1st April 1973, or they can ask in which year the Project Tiger was started. So you will have to write 1973. Okay. I'll give you a moment of time so you can take a screenshot of this also. Okay. Now the red data, I hope you all have taken the screenshot of this. Now we are going to study about the red data book. See, the red data book is look like this. Okay. So into that, what type of information is provided in that? So in the red data book they have given us the information regarding such specific animals who are on the verge of extinction. Into that also they have given the information of regarding the plants. They whatever the plants they are on the verge of the extinction, they have given all the details that what are the animals are in the endangered animal, what are the species that is in an extinct range of these animals and plants. They have given all the data regarding that. Into which book? Into the red data book. Okay, so we'll take the information regarding that. The book provides a central information source in organizing studies and monitoring programs on rare and endangered species and their habitats. It is regularly consulted when developing and implementing special measures for the protection and rehabilitation of such a species. Okay, the book provides what information? Such as central information regarding the rare and endangered species. Okay, so whoever the animals or whoever the plants that are on the verge of the extinction is considered into these books. Okay, now endangered species or endangered animals are those animals whose number are diminishing and might face extinction. After some time it will get extinct. Tiger is one of the animals which are slowly diminishing, means they are getting extinct by each and every day. To protect the tigers, our country has launched the Project Tiger. We have already seen that topic in the previous slide. Dinosaurs have already become extinct. Red data book consists the records of all these endangered species. These are the animals that is on the verge of extinction. Okay, we have to see them. Now, what is ecosystem? So, ecosystem is what? Wherever three things collide with each other, like plants, animals, microorganisms, okay, will collide, and also for the better living area, it needs a component like climate, water, soil, river, whatever the areas has the components like this, and the combination of plants, animals and microorganisms. This types of such a particular system is called as the ecosystem. The system made by the environment is called as an ecosystem. Okay, in easy language. Now, what is migration? You have heard the word migration in your day-to-day life. That what is a migration? If we move from one place to another place for living, for a better living over there, then it is called as a migration. So many animals and so many birds are making this migration over there. Okay, because they cannot live in their habitat now, so they'll have to migrate themselves from to the better place where they can find out the better natural resources. Migration is the movement of animals from its own habitat to some other habitat for a particular time period every year due to climatic changes or for breeding. Okay, this is the very topic. Now, recycling of paper, okay, because we are making very much waste of paper, and if we are making a waste of paper, then we are damaging the trees also. So we'll have to recycle them at any cost. Okay. About 17 full-grown trees are required to produce 1 ton of paper. See, that's how much trees we are cutting to make a paper. Paper can be recycled about 5 to 7 times for use. We should save, reuse and recycle paper to save not only trees but also to save the energy, water and chemical used to make paper. Now, what is reforestation? In the deforestation, we are cutting down the trees in the large amount. So if we grow large trees on such a particular area, then it is called the reforestation. Reforestation is the restocking of destroyed forests by planting new trees. Okay. See, this is how you can reforestation. Okay. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you all enjoying these lectures, online lectures, because we are making so much effort to making these lectures. So I am hoping that you all are liking these lectures, because these photos and will have to make those PPTs for that. So that's it for today. I'm giving you a homework, but today I have not marker with me. So I'll giving you a homework by telling you. So first question for today's homework is that what is wildlife sanctuaries, what is national park, and what is endangered species and red data book. Okay, you'll have to give a short information regarding these three things. Okay, 3 or 4 things in these wildlife sanctuaries, national park, and red data book and endangered species. Okay, so hope you all are enjoying this lecture. I am requesting you all of you that again I am requesting all of you that please stay at home, stay safe. Okay, don't go outside. Okay, and sanitize your hand, wear mask properly. Okay, and we'll meet in the next lecture. Till then, bye bye everyone, and take care of yourself.